Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to Monster Tamer Showcase, the segment on this channel where we check out new monster taming games. Now, as per the usual, these videos tend to be a little more unscripted, and I do apologize for having two of these unscripted videos back to back. Today was a very busy day of moving. It took me 14 hours to move my stuff into storage. It was awful. Things were not packed properly like they were supposed to be. And yeah, I wanted to die. But anyways, Skyclimbers is a game that I've been actually watching for quite some time, and I've just been waiting for the right time to do one of these showcases for. And I think we're definitely in a good position to do it. This is long coming, let me just say that. This game, just by the images you're seeing here, is looking pretty nice. Like we're gonna also check out a couple of videos of some of the pre-alpha footage, and again, this is all pre-alpha and the game looks this good. So anyway, we're gonna go through the Steam information and sort of explain exactly what the game is. So the brief synopsis here, we'll start with the one on the top, is build your kingdom, choose your class, and tame monsters in this city building / open world action RPG that takes place in a procedurally generated anime themed metaverse. So essentially, it seems to be like a cross between like an RPG and a almost like how Minecraft has its worlds kind of generated, obviously in a different sense, but that's what it seems to me. Anyway, it is planned for early access on 2021, and their Kickstarter has recently been approved, so we can definitely see that it's going to be coming soon. Specifically, what Justin told me, the developer, is that it's going to be coming Q1 at some point, so we can expect a Kickstarter very soon. We just don't have a specific date for it. So basically, about this game, you have real-time base building, chop trees and mine for stone, which I'm happy about. Like, I love crafting and stuff like that, so this is going to be fun. Villagers will spawn in your stronghold, manage your game currency and resources for your kingdom. Choose your class, pick one of 3 unique classes, each with its own skill tree and statistics. A unique class armor and weapon set. Fight against mob enemies in a group or alone. Farm and hunt resources to battle hunger. Build barracks and command units to defend your kingdom. Tame monsters. So there is that survival aspect, sort of like a game like Ark or Minecraft. Tame monsters. Choose one of 3 unique elemental starters. Find monsters in the open world. Mix and match your class to create unique combos. Use your companion in real-time combat. There you go. Explore the procedurally generated game, which provides infinite possibilities. Discover new biomes, which each with its own fauna and flora, and uncover an ancient story embedded in the world. I'm excited because it seems to be taking elements from like those type of sandbox games, but also incorporating like a rich story. That's sort of the takeaway I'm getting here, and I'm glad because I love survival games. Like, I think they're a very interesting thing, but I prefer games with a story too. So if they're gonna bring these two sort of together, I'm definitely down, 100%. Anyways, let's look at some of the footage behind the game. It's really good. That's all I'm gonna say. It's looking pretty good. These are the biomes. We showcase these in Monster Tamer News this week. The amount of detail in like, especially for a pre-alpha, like, it's absolutely astonishing to me how an indie studio is making this game. To me, it's absolutely insane. Like, this looks very good, to say the least. Sort of gives me those Breath of the Wild vibes, if I'm being honest. I'm liking it. Like, look at this. This is very, very nice. This is a great detail. I love the art style. It's a really nice looking game. And what's really interesting about it too is we have pre-alpha footage here, right? And you have to think, when you think about a pre-alpha game, there's a lot of changes that are made and to improve the quality of the graphics, give them higher, like models, higher fidelity, same with the environment, terrain, etc. But this game is already looking like this game. I've seen games at full launch that don't look as nice as this game. So I'm definitely excited to see how far these graphics end up going. Like, this is probably going to be one of, if not the best, graphically inclined monster taming game like to date. In terms of the biome specifically, if you guys want to run through that really quickly, we obviously got a water biome, like a lake biome or sea or whatever. Same thing. You got like the field or the like the open terrain sort of biome, mountainous biome. This seems to be like a forest or grasslands maybe. Yeah, this is a forest. Same thing, grasslands. Same thing as before. This is sort of like the rocky terrain. And then you got, I don't know, nighttime forest. But pretty interesting nonetheless. Anyway, let's check out the pre-alpha teaser that came out back in October. This is in-game footage, by the way. So yeah, the companion monsters seem like, and I could be wrong about this, but they seem like they'll function as companions, like I just said. I meant to say the monsters, but yeah, they seem to act like companion monsters. I could be wrong about this, but that's totally fine. That's still monster taming. I know that there might end up being a debate about that, but it's still monster taming. You don't necessarily have to be the one specifically controlling your monsters to tame them. I mean, a game with monster taming elements you can compare it to is something like Far Cry Primal, which that aspect of the game is still monster taming. Whether or not the whole game is besides the point, but this is definitely going to be something interesting. I've been eagerly waiting news and more information about it, and if we go over to the Discord, we actually do have a significant amount of information regarding the game, which I'm more than happy to share with you guys. So the game, build your kingdom, choose your class, blah blah blah, we talked about that. So they have different dynasties, each with their own architecture, monsters, elements of choice. You got Mozukai, Foryoku, and Draconion. Anyway, I'm going to that one because it's a dragon one. Elements. So every character, object, and living thing in the game must consist of at least one of these pure elements. You got plasma, magma, terra, aqua, void, frost. I don't even know what this says. Ver? And Gaia. So definitely interesting. Oh, aqua. I'm not saying air. This is A-E-R. Interesting. Anyway, so plasma, I'm kind of curious about how that's gonna work out. It's actually kind of funny because plasma is something that I was messing around with as a type for something I was working on. So that's actually really funny that they're using plasma. It's an interesting type, definitely. And void seems to be like the dark type. Combat. So choose your class. So you got paladin, mage, and ranger. So of course I'm going to be the paladin because I like close range combat because I'm a scrub. Fight hostile AI as you traverse the endless landscape. And here you got some are they called they're not minotaurs if they're the ones with the human body, are they, or is that the centaur? It's one of the two. If not, it's something like that. Anyway, there's these dudes with goat head body things. They ain't looking pretty nice, all right? They're looking like they're going to hurt you. Gather resources, interact with the dynamic environment. This endly generated landscape is a core part of gameplay as you come to new biomes, kingdoms, and fauna. Again, just beautiful screenshots. You got more of these ram head guys. They ain't playing. You got the main character with this lion dude whose name escapes me. I mean, if it's even been revealed, I can't even remember at this point. With the castle, which the architecture in this game is really nice too. Like you can see the architecture here too with the bridge and the building. It's solid. Like, this is probably for me one of my favorite looking games so far. in terms of its fidelity. I'm really liking it, and I like the style they've chosen too. It doesn't seem to be going overly realistic, but it's not trying to be too cell shaded or too cartoony, I guess is the right word. Cell shaded is probably not the right. Too cartoony. So I like that they're kind of finding a nice mix. So you have kingdoms. Build a kingdom with no limits. Expand and terraform the plant as you expand. So these are the stuff you're going to be able to building. So or you're going to be able to build. So the Sentius. Tame monsters as your companions or use them as utility. They can also assist in battles. They're called Sentius, the monster, by the looks of it. You got this dude, Kumi. Right? He's looking like a little bear dude. I think he evolves into this other bear dude, Kuma. Yep. And then Maguma. So this one's a fire and Terra type. Right? So you got fire, and then fire Terra, I believe was the name of the Terra was the earth type equivalent. And then multiplayer is going to be a thing too. So play with up to 3 players on an infinitely generated open world sandbox with all player features included. So I would not mind actually playing this game like with people on the channel. Like that would be something I'd definitely be interested in. No doubt on that. I'd definitely be interested in doing something like that. But I am very curious to know what you guys think about this game. I'm thinking it looks pretty cool. You can definitely follow them on Twitter. You can check out their Discord, their YouTube channel. I'm going to leave all of that linked in the description if you haven't heard of it before. But from what you guys have seen so far, what do you think? And depending on what kind of Kickstarter goals would you consider backing based on like what the not the goals rather, sorry, tiers. I generally always back for alpha, but I tend to kind of raise that tier depending on what's given. I like physical stuff if I can get it. If not, I always like the little things you could, the little Easter eggs you can throw into the game and stuff like that, or the little extras you can get. So I'm curious to see how the Kickstarter turns out. We'll definitely cover it when it does, but yeah, guys, again, I'm gonna have a scripted video out for you guys tomorrow. Interesting topic, I think, and I hope you guys will enjoy. So anyway, make sure to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, GymLeaderEd. Thanks again, everybody, for 10K. I know I mentioned it in the last video, but again, really, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.